You want to be in the lives.
Things going back and forth here between taking it up on her.
Oh,
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Giving Tuesday live stream. My name is John Campbell, and I serve as the Director of Development here at Acadia Divinity College. I'm just upstairs right now here in the student lounge. You can see behind me a little decorated for Christmas and even a little snow out on the ground, which is great. The morning classes are just about finished up, and we're going to have our Tuesday tea time. It's something we've done all term and even last year as well, where faculty and staff gather just kind of in between classes for a time of just being together and fellowship, and it's always a great time as people come in and do their thing. Like I said, today is Giving Tuesday. This is a day that we here at Acadia Divinity College join with many other people across the country and around the world just to advocate for generosity. Acadia Divinity College, like other charities, greatly rely on the support of other people. And we want to encourage people to give and to give generously, not only to the college, but other charities and places where it matters. This year has been difficult, of course, for many charities with the postal strike that is ongoing. And that has limited people's normal abilities to receive Christmas appeals and send. And so we wanted to make sure that we just reached out to you today in this way. The other thing we're going to be doing, you may have seen this past week on our social media, we've had a You've Been a Gift to Me campaign where we've had people sharing and tagging other people who have been a mentor in their life, who have made a difference. And so in a couple minutes, we're going to do a draw. And we have a prize that's there of two ADC Yeti mugs, one for the person who responded to the post and another for the person that has made a difference in their life. So we're going to do a draw for that in a moment as well. Before we get to that, though, there's a few students and some staff who are here who I'm going to bring in, and we're going to talk and share a little bit about people who have made a difference in their lives. I don't know about you, but for me personally, there's been many people over the years who have invested in my life, who have been an encouragement, who have been a gift to me, and I couldn't possibly name them all. But two people who come particular in mind who I had posted and tagged on as part of the campaign, Reverend David and Sherry Eagers. Dave was my youth pastor back in Fredericton, New Brunswick at what was Greenwood Drive, now the Drive Baptist Church. And they were a great support to me in my university years as we went along, and doing very practical things like giving me their car to use. Even though sometimes the brakes didn't work, it was still a great blessing to me, always being encouraging to me as I went through those years, not knowing necessarily at the time, but looking back now, recognizing I was really wrestling with my call to ministry during that time. So those are two people in my life who have been a gift to me. As we're going through and you're watching, if you want to drop other people's names into the chat of people that have been a gift to you, please do so. But I'm going to invite Jason to come in. Jason's one of our students here. So Jason, why don't you say hello, introduce yourself to the folks that are there online.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Jason.
Sorry? Yeah, what degree, program, and year are you going here?
I'm in the MDiv program. I'm in my second year. I'm doing it part-time, so hopefully I'll get it done in 7 years.
Awesome. So Jason, we were talking before, and I asked you to come on and share a story about this. Like everybody I talk to, it's like, oh my goodness, who do I talk about? Because there's so many people.
That's right.
But who is somebody that comes to your mind who has made a difference, who has been a gift to you?
Yeah, when I think of the journey to get here, I remember, it was well over 10 years now, that my wife was encouraging me to go to a men's retreat at Bayside Camp, which I'm now on the board of directors. And I was very resistant and thinking, oh, no, it's just too much going on. Anyway, I'm really thankful that she did, but I ended up being late because I wasn't packed. I was really resistant. And so I came in late and I was sat in the back. And Dr. Leonard Anderson came and he was the preacher for the weekend. Anyway, so the first words that came out of his mouth were, "Is anyone sick and tired of being sick and tired?" And it really hit me because I was. And over that weekend, I found rest I found rest physically, mentally, emotionally, rest in the fellowship with the other men there, but especially in the messages from Scripture that Dr. Lennon Anderson was sharing. And at the end of the weekend, on the Sunday morning, he said, "Go into the week and ask God for something," and I did. And because I thought about all the people that intersected with my life at that time, and I said, I want to be that for someone, and so I prayed for that, and God delivered. A few days later, it gave me an opportunity. He gave me an opportunity to meet someone, and for the first time in a very long time, say, "Yes, I am Christian, and I will pray for you." So it was a really important time, but Dr. Lennon Anderson was really key to that interaction with me.
So as you kind of reflect on that, thank you for sharing that, Jason. As you reflect on that, how do you try to be that now for somebody else as you go into the future?
Yeah, well, I think ADC is really preparing me in terms of understanding Scripture and going through the Word, and also having a community here which I can ask really good questions to help me discern all of that, and to say, who am I in those moments, and to prepare me for pastoral care, to prepare me for my chaplaincy work I'm doing right now. And I think that really is such a comfort. And even right now, as we have coffee together and cake and all those wonderful things, we get to have conversations that are meaningful and deep. And all of these people are becoming those people that are intersecting with me, so to prepare me to be a better intersector for others.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks for sharing the story and being
you.
a part of it. We appreciate it. See you, everyone. I'm going to grab another student, Vipin.
Do you have the cheat sheet last year?
He's engaged now. Vipin, or engaged in the conversation, I should say.
I gave it.
Vipin, if you'd like to come.
This is called compromise.
This is Vipin. Vipin, come on in and introduce yourself to the folks. And if you would just tell us a little bit about somebody who's made a difference in your life.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Vipin. I am from India. I'm doing my second year MDiv here at Acadia Divinity College. When I think about someone who has invested in my life, the first person that I'll go to is to my dad. When I decided to come here, he sold a piece of his property so that I could get my flight tickets, pay my first year's tuition fees. But after I came here, the people who really invested a lot in my life, with their love and care, welcomed me to their church, were the Davidsons. My friend Benjamin Davidson is also a student here. His parents, Sean Davidson and Laura Davidson, and also Ben's wife, Melanie Davidson. They were wonderful. They were caring. They welcomed me to their church. It was wonderful to be there. But also when you move from another nation to a new context, how people care for you, love for you, just changes your whole prospect and makes the journey easier. The one thing that they did was so special to me is when my two daughters and my wife came in here early this January. What actually happened is, like, they had to leave all their toys and their stuffed toys, everything back home. They didn't have a single toy. But what Sean Davidson and Laura Davidson did was they came home the very first week when kids were here with a basket full of gifts and toys and whatnot. And it just brought so much of smile and joy, and just a reminder that we are not alone in this land, but we are cared and loved. It means a lot.
Thank you, Vipin. I know for you, since being here, you've really invested in the community here. When you think about how those people have poured into your life, how do you seek to do that for others?
What I think is to make spaces where it could become a memory, because we are not here to win something or to lose something, but it's how you create communities, love each other, and just pour. And you cannot pour yourself to others if you yourself are not filled. If you're empty, you'll never be able to pour yourself.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing the story, Vipin. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so
Merry
much.
Christmas
Thanks
to you.
so much. Same to you.
We have a wide variety of students that come here in the faculty staff and in their stories, and we're very blessed to have them all. Another student that we have here is Leah. Leah, you may recognize Leah from a recent article over the summer that we released in a news story, sharing a little bit. But so, Leah, for you, come right up, step right
Okay,
up.
yes.
So
Hi, everyone.
I know when I asked you just a few short minutes ago if you would do this, the look of panic, and again, with all of us, there are so many people in our lives that we can talk about who have made a difference from early age even up to today. But tell us one person has made or is making a difference in your life?
Yeah, so really the one person who's making such a difference in my life right now is the preschool teacher for my young children. She is just been this rich blessing to allow me to be able to study and work and just have the peace of mind that my kids are loved, adored, and cared for when I'm not present with them. So that's really been such a blessing. I think it's just those everyday little things that have made such a difference to me. Yeah.
It's amazing how sometimes people may not even be aware, right, of the impact of somebody like that in your life, who's there helping care for kids, caring for you through it, and enabling you to do something pretty amazing. I'm going to ask the same question I asked everybody else as a follow-up is, how do you in your life now try to pay that forward, show that generosity, to be that kind of gift to other people?
Yeah, so, being a gift to other people is really just reciprocating when there is a need that I see. So, on different evenings, I will, look after my friends' children, or sometimes I pay it forward in my ministry and work in that way. And really, I think at the end of it, it's just love that is pouring out of us from that heart of giving into the lives of others. So that takes on many forms.
Awesome. Leah, thanks for agreeing at the last minute to step and do that.
I'm happy
as I get myself organized. We have one more person I wanted to speak to. If you'll just tap Dr. Maxwell on the shoulder. Everybody's just in behind the camera here in the kitchen having some coffee and some cake. We had an event yesterday as we celebrated the retirement of Trisha Urquhart. If any of you know the college, Trisha's been here for a very long time, and we were able to celebrate her. And so we had an opportunity to say thank you. So this is Dr. Melody Maxwell. Melody, I'll let you introduce yourselves, and then same thing I've been asking everybody else. I know there's a lot of people in our lives who have impacted in various ways, but if you'll just share maybe one person and kind of how they've been a gift to you.
Sure. So I'm Melody Maxwell. I teach Christian history here and very happy to be at ADC. There have been especially many women who've impacted my life, and one of them maybe would be Dr. Catherine Bryan, who was an executive director of an important organization. She was nearing retirement. She had every reason not to care about a high school girl that I was, but she invested in me. She took time to get to know me, to show me. She modeled for me that a woman could be a leader and showed me what that could look like. And took me along with her in different speaking engagements, just mentored me formally and informally in ways that have made a difference in my life until today.
Awesome. So you do a lot of things, and I know that you invest a lot into others as well. And one of the ways that I see you do that is through your work with ASBE, so the Atlantic Society for Biblical Equality, which you co-lead, direct with Dr. Harry Gardner. Tell me why that is important, and how are you trying maybe to pay it forward the same way it's been invested in your life?
Absolutely. So the work that we do with ASBE is important to help women and men think about the possibilities for women in ministry, showing that God can use women and call them in unlimitless ways. I've also been working on the Called to Serve project and doing oral history interviews of women ordained to ministry by Atlantic Baptist churches, and just hearing their stories of how the joys and the challenges that they've faced and the ways they've navigated through those is really powerful as well.
And I recently got to attend one of the webinars they had where you had a student who was sharing a little bit about her journey with it and just the impact that's made. So it's amazing to see those generation after generation as people be a gift to each other. I'm going to get you to stick around for just a second because we've had people participate online, tagging and sharing with people who have made a difference in their life. It's been a gift to them. And we're going to do a draw. And so like I said before, we have the two Yeti mugs, so one for the person who responded to the post, and then one for them to give to that person who's made a difference for them.
Very nice.
And so we have all of the, doing this old school with names in a box. Okay. And so everybody who has tagged and posted, we've put it in here. And I'm going to hold this up, and if you will just draw one single name, and we will take a look at that. And if you want to read that, it is Cheryl Hannah. So Cheryl, we will get in touch with you and about these mugs, and then we will get those to you. So thank you, Melody, for your participation. Congratulations. Well, everybody, thank you again for just joining us here for our little live stream on Giving Tuesday. As I hope you found the stories of our students and our staff encouraging to you. And as we move forward into the Christmas season, I really want to encourage you to consider giving to Acadia Divinity College to help us equip Christians to serve the church and the world with transformative impact. Without your support, we're simply not able to do. Over half of our revenue every year to operate comes from donors like you. This is a great partnership that we have with churches and individuals and foundations, which we are very thankful for. For those of you who are regular givers, you're probably aware with the Canada Post strike, we're not able to circulate and mail out our Christmas appeal like we normally do. And so many of you are very faithful in giving this time of year. And so we hope that I hope that you still consider giving. There are ways that you can give. You can phone here into the college. You can send an e-transfer to adc.donations@acadiau.ca. It's adc.donations@acadiau.ca. Or you can give online easily, securely on our website, acadiadiv.ca/give, or on other places like Canada Helps. And I know a lot of people like that giving platform. So however you give, whatever you give, we thank you. And we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Giving Tuesday. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.